Osu is a hand-intensive game. I know a lot of people, when they start, including myself, complain about hand pains in the game. These are normal, however, it's not healthy to just push through them. Because still, even after 3 years, I still get hand pains in the game. The best way to fix this is to just take breaks in between. However, there's more that you can do than just taking breaks. I had a video posted to one of my servers a while back about different hand techniques you could do to increase hand strength. I tried just using this for general improvement, but overall it just makes me feel better when I do it, and it reduces the pain overall from when I play. There's a few videos that I kind of put together to make a routine myself, so I'll be linking the videos in the description. However, I've made my own routine, and I'll be showing that now to all of you. Before we get started on that, make sure to like and subscribe, and all that other typical garbage. And I hopefully plan to make a lot more content in the future. With all that out of the way, let's move on to the video. The first exercise we'll be doing come from the video from Taitako Fitness. Now, the hand exercises he does are really good, and I enjoy doing them. They make my hands feel a lot better. There are a few more that I will be adding from Dr. Levi Harrison, who the other videos in the description are by him. And overall, these two people work well, but they don't have a combined video, which is what I'm making here. So to start off, we'll do some you do some handshaking out. You can do that fast, but no, don't do that because that can actually hurt you. So do your handshaking out, just get the blood in your hands, and your hand's just feeling good. Now you can do this either while you're taking a break from a game, before you're playing the game, because I do it when I'm about to start playing Osu, but you can do it before or after your session, because a lot of times after the session your hands feel really bad. Basically, you just want to keep a general routine of doing it often, and then it'll feel good, a lot better over time. Alright, so the first exercise is you do fist explosions, kind of. So you start with tight fist, and you explode your fingers out. So, explode, tight fist explode, tight fist explode. Very fun. You want to make sure that you're trying to do it as fast as possible. That way you're just getting your finger speed up. Do this for about 20 seconds. Now, if you don't do hand exercises or anything, any kind of exercise, I'm not trying to judge anyone, but if you don't do that, then your forearms are going to hurt a lot at the end of this. And yeah, just shake it out. Get the lactic acid out of there. So then, next thing, this is just like Taitako Fitness's video. You make fists just like this. Middle, and complete. Up, middle, complete. Do this fast. Each stage, pausing for half a second. Do this again for 20 seconds. This is surprisingly good for my right hand from when I try to aim and everything, because I mainly use the wrist exercises for my right arm, but the hand exercises work very well for my right hand for the aim. But the hand exercises are more specifically for my left hand that taps a lot, so I want my fingers to be able to move freely and flexibly, and I don't have to worry about hurting any tendons or anything there. So if they're nice and stretched out and loose and strong, then it's very good. Alright, third thing we're going to do. Claw stretch. So you kind of just make half a fist. You don't fully close your palm. You just with your fingertips. Bam. Like that. I try to do this a little bit faster too, just to try and get the speed of my fingers down a bit more. Now this will hurt your forearms, because I can feel it burning in my forearms too. So yeah, you don't even need to do a workout to or a traditional workout to build up your forearm muscles. It's just using your hands pretty much. All right, so next we're going off of Tatako Fitness's video, and we're going to start to do some of this. This is like a piano motion, and this is just to like warm your fingers up for the next exercise. This is just good to get awareness with your fingers and to like get your mind working with your hands and how they go together. And it's okay to make mistakes sometimes, but try to just focus on doing everything correctly and kind of in sync with each other, like how I'm doing with my right and left hands. I'm trying to keep them doing the same finger every time. And right now that I'm talking and doing it, it's hard to do, but if you're focusing on it, damn, it's a lot easier. All right, so here we go. Shake out your hands again. Make sure your forearms aren't like completely on fire. This will hurt a lot more if you're trying to do this like during the break of a game, or after your playtime is over. But make sure to do it then, because it's good to just get the strength built up there. Because it's what you need to do. You need to push your ring finger up with your pinky finger, and it feels really good. And if you're just starting this is going to hurt, and it's going to be, or not hurt, but like burn, and it's going to be slower than how I'm doing it, because I can do it like this. But it'll probably take other people a lot longer, because it did take me a lot longer the first week that I was doing it to figure that whole motion out. And that's okay. You just want to be able to get a little bit more flexibility each time you do it. And then eventually you're able to just... And this especially for me feels like really tight still, even to this point after I've done this for a month or two. And make sure your thumbs are out the entire time too, because that kind of just makes this whole palm area tense. So each tendon is being like stretched completely. Because if you have your thumb like this, it's a lot easier to just do everything. But if you do this, then your whole palm will feel like a stretching motion. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, just hold your fists tight. Just hold that, and then you pop it out. And you pop it out just as tight. I'm trying to make sure I'm center of the camera. And you hold that. Then back to fists. You hold that, and you pop it out. All right. You do that, each of those things for like 20 to 30 seconds. So it doesn't take overly that long. I'm just talking between everything. All right. And you got to make sure to stretch too. So you do the stretches on your hands and your wrists. I try to do them together. So we'll be doing that at the end of the video, the stretches. So next we're going to move on to the wrist exercises. And these are from Dr. Levi Harrison. I really like these for my right hand, especially because my right hand that does like all the aiming and everything, that tends to tense up and start to hurt a lot. After like, I don't know, I want to say like 2 to 3 hours of playing. So if I play any less than that, I don't really worry too much, but I still try to do these exercises. So you start with one arm, but I'm showing both arms. So you can start with one arm fully outstretched, and then just rotate your fist around in a circle. Do this like 10 times. Do clockwise, then you do counterclockwise. So counterclockwise 10 times as well. And this you feel this like all throughout your arm. And it's pretty good feeling. Especially if you haven't done this before. And you shouldn't worry too much. If it starts to burn, then that's not something you should worry about too much. Because the burning is actually good, because it means your body's like releasing the tension that has been there. So, as you can tell, I already started. On the wrist. Now you do this with an open hand because it's a different motion, and it will be flexing different muscles in your wrist now. And do that 10 times, other way, 10 times. You will be doing this with both wrists. I'm just doing with one wrist just to demonstrate. There you go, 10 times. Now, again, shake out your wrists if you need to. And then, next, is you start here, arm out, wrist down, just like that, and you go back and forth. Just like you're an upside down windshield wiper. Do that 10 times. Forearm to elbow, that's all burning. And that should be what's happening. 2, you go in the middle 10 times. And then up, just like you're waving to somebody, 10 times. Now again, these aren't meant for just people who play OSU or just people who play video games, but these are meant to help if you have pains in any of these things or in your arms and wrists when you do anything. Finally, we are going to do the stretches. So you can. I try to stretch my wrist out a bit, just to pull it there, just like that. You can grab on to your wrist, pull your hand towards you, grab your wrist, pull your hand towards you, just like that. I tend to stretch out my fingers like this, but that's probably not the best thing to do. So the better way to do it, grab all your fingers just like that and pull towards your chest. So make sure that everything gets stretched there. And same, with the other hand. Just like that. And again, you can do it like this too. And like that. Now these are things I've been doing, these stretches I've been doing before I even played the game. So I would do pull-ups, chin-ups, rock climbing, stuff like that. And I mean, all of this stuff would be beneficial for rock climbing, but especially pull-ups, you want to be able to stretch your forearms and everything else like that. So yeah, you can take the top of your wrist. So instead of like this, like this, take the top of your wrist and pull that towards you. This should feel a burn right in here as you pull that towards you. So make sure that all the tendons in your wrist are limp and nimble and ready to go. Same with your other arm, just like that. And shake everything out. And there you go. That should be all the exercises that you need to prevent hand injuries and improve your performance in games. And on to the outro. Thanks for watching. I'll be answering any questions in the comments, and I'll see you next time.